35, and he agreed to do a 10-pound weight disadvantage for his MMA debut.
Absolutely. All right, and I believe he's a blue belt out of Dominion MMA. Is that correct?
Yeah, fighting out of Dominion, San Antonio. They have a lot of guys on the cards, and this is a blue belt match.
Absolutely, and I believe even in that fight, he showed some pretty interesting grappling skills. That actually what helped him. I believe he ended up taking a loss in that fight.
Yeah, he did lose, but again, 10-pound weight disadvantage for his debut is a tough thing to overcome.
All right, Harlee Harris.
Yeah, he's out of Triad and Rustin again, and he's given up about 5 to 6 pounds on this match. But again, it's just jiu-jitsu, so maybe not. I mean, the weight still matters, but maybe not quite as much.
Right, trained 4 years himself as a blue belt out of Triad, and also has a couple of years judo, which I believe is a great thing to bring into this kind of format, right? Especially with the addition of the wall work. Now, how do you train for wall work, and what's the differences, you would say, in the cage versus a traditional jiu-jitsu match?
Yeah, so, I mean, it depends on how you think about it, but there's a lot of people in jiu-jitsu that will play the boundaries to their advantage, and you can't really do that. I mean, you can still use the cage to your advantage, but a lot of people will use going out of bounds in their advantage in a jiu-jitsu match. So, yeah, a lot of your takedowns are different because somebody's running into the wall instead of falling over, and so you may have to pull them away from the wall, whereas normally, you know, you might have to just go after them for the takedown if they're, you know, open floor space.
So it can absolutely change the shape of the match, even change where you work inside of the match.
Right.
Right? Okay. Fantastic. All right.
Bout will be another grappling super fight set for 1 8-minute round. Submissions only. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, representing Dominion MMA, standing at 5'10", weighing in at 140 pounds. From San Antonio, Texas, this is Caedmon Fryar. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, representing Triad Martial Arts, Rustin, standing at 5'6", weighing in at 138 pounds. From West Monroe, Louisiana, this is Harlee Harris. When the action begins, the man in charge, Mr. Chris Hill.
Fans in the house for their team. Fun fact about Mr. Harlee Harris, he takes some joy in creative writing. Says as he takes joy in heavy judo throws as well. Caedmon Fryar immediately back on the back.
That was an amazing bounce up. Both men exploding out of the gate on this one.
Yeah, we can talk about creative writing later. That was a heck of a start to this match.
So I will say that he wrote the fireman's carry as one of his favorite takedowns, and he went into a modified one there.
Yeah.
Now, Caedmon was, interestingly enough, able to bounce back on that. That is an extreme amount of athleticism.
Yeah, a lot of impact on the throw, so I'm assuming just like the bounce of him hitting the ground made it where he could spring up faster. But, yeah, nice reaction from him to be able to do that.
All right, so now we're in, what is this, a modified butterfly half?
Yeah, almost I would say headquarters position where, you know, a lot of people like to, we'll say, set up some pressure passes from here. But Caedmon Fryar looking to set up an arm bar. Nice rollout escape, and Harlee Harris not having it. He's just walking forward and really doesn't want to even let that attempt rattle him at all.
Caedmon Fryar coming down to him, hands down, saying, use whatever clinch you want to.
Yeah, there's some interesting posture between these two, kind of showing out a little bit.
And sweep to a butterfly,
yeah.
A guillotine attempt. All right, Harlee working double butterflies to a standing.
Yeah,
Looked like he was going for a wrestle up there.
Yeah, good. Just turning into a technical stand-up, and they're back in the clinch. But, yeah, they're not going to stay there long. These two are going after it. Showing nice technique and athleticism.
That's right. That was a front body lock right there.
Yeah, but it almost looked like a high crotch the way it just elevated him straight up and then dropped him down. That was very cool.
Oh, going to the tie. So Caedmon very interested in the high and tie clinching. Harlee going for a lot lower leg trips and throws. There's the fireman's carry.
Saw the fireman's carry there.
So he was not lying when he said that was one of his favorite takedowns.
Yeah, didn't quite secure the position, but it was a good attempt.
He also says he likes triangles, so we'll see if he ends up on the bottom or if maybe he goes for one in the mount or something like that.
One thing I'll say, there's been a lot of course they've slowed down a little bit now, but there's been a lot of pace and action in this fight so far, and we're only 2 minutes and 15 seconds in.
So that was putting the arm drag in with a leg trip.
Yeah, it's a great little sequence, a common little combo there, but it gets reversed.
Caedmon looking for a head and arm triangle, really blocking his hip. Looks like he might get the back out of this.
Yeah, good control here, but not just controlling, also looking to attack.
Waving at the crowd. Caedmon showing he's not gassed at all.
Could turn it into, looking to go into a crucifix here.
Yep.
And you can choke with just the right arm, the one arm there from Caedmon Fryar, and use the other one for control. We'll see if he does that.
There's also a couple of arm locks from there.
Yeah.
There's also a way to transfer it into the mount. I believe there's also a way to move it into a Peruvian necktie.
Yeah, definitely a lot of options here. You know, you're halfway on your opponent's like neck and upper body, all your weight, and you know, you're like past their legs, you're on their back. Yeah.
And there he goes for a modified triangle. Harlee squeaking back out.
Yeah, he's going to look for that rear neck, that one arm rear neck choke like I was talking about. Now, yeah, you pull the elbow back.
The tap.
Very nice. Yeah, good job. Just great technique. Grabbing at the shoulder, retracting that elbow back. A common mistake is to try to get that second hand involved, and that allows your opponent to escape.
And as we near he seems to be cued on.
Yeah.
He's cued into that takedown and is now reversing it to take the back take now.
Yeah, great counter off that takedown attempt from Harlee Harris. Caedmon Fryar is looking sharp here.
Caedmon is showing a lot of composure and intelligence in the match right now. And as we hit the halfway mark, it is now up 2-0. So if you're Harlee, what do you change?
Yeah, he's definitely got to get it together as far as he's given his back away twice. He needs to obviously not make that mistake and maybe just try to slow it down and compose himself. He's going for these takedowns when they're not quite there. Caedmon Fryar tuned in and just ready to counter off of those.
That's right. In many ways, Caedmon is not the one initiating these things. Harlee is going for really big, powerful takedowns, and he's hit some of them.
Yeah.
But on the ones that have failed, it's definitely seemed to have put him in a worse position. Caedmon going for a knee slice, small leg entanglement there. And back on the feet.
But yeah, that's a great point, Brock. They're nice, good-looking takedowns, but when they have failed, they failed kind of catastrophically for him. But Caedmon Fryar pulling guard now, so Harlee Harris has a chance to work on top.
Moving into a modified Z guard here, knee shield across.
Yeah, good
going
elevation.
back to the wrestle up. Yep.
Yeah, good elevation in the wrestle up there.
And he seems very interested in the knee slice. Up there's a heel hook entanglement.
We're getting into a bit of an entanglement here. If he's able to sit him back, if Caedmon Fryar is able to keep his weight forward and on top, then he's not going to be in too much danger here.
And this is a case where the fence actually stops you from going inverted there.
Yeah. Yeah, good job from Harlee Harris being able to, he got kind of stuck there, but a good job kind of retracting and getting him back in the guard at that point. I'm looking for the triangle.
There was that triangle, so definitely listed his techniques tonight.
Got another guard pull. I wonder what the strategy is. So it's definitely a change from Caedmon Fryar, who was not pulling guard earlier.
Well, I noticed he was a little slower on getting up this time on that last submission, so it may be that being the guy finishing the submission, squeezing it out, blows a little bit of the gas tank.
Yeah. It could just be cardio management at this point.
Why not? There's only 2 minutes left. You're 3/4 of the way through.
Yeah, it looks like that's definitely the case. He's kind of just trying to coast it out, but Harlee Harris, I think, has recognized that and doesn't want to allow it to happen. So looking for attacks of his own now, cuts through the guard with the knee slice.
Great cueing on that because Caedmon had actually countered the turtle going into an inverted guard there. Both men showing really great technique for blue belts.
Yeah. The game has changed since you and I started, I believe.
What are you talking about? We're not old.
The white belts, the blue belts, they're quite the handful these days.
They truly are. Keeping the frame up. 1.5 minutes remaining. If you're Harlee, do you start going for broke now? It's 2 submissions.
If you want to win, he's had the opportunity to try to slow work one.
Oh, what a reversal.
Yeah, Caedmon Fryar kind of showing out here. Harlee Harris doing good, but definitely on the back foot.
Caedmon taking a deep breath, smiling and waving for the cameras here tonight. What a reversal, though. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, Caedmon has shown some truly impressive technique.
Yeah,
Going to knee on belly.
Nice.
Really working on his control as the minute rolls down.
Yeah, framing the face right there. I actually taught that in class today is really just controlling the head so the person on bottom can't go anywhere. Their head's glued to the mat. They're
And
stuck.
Japanese necktie.
Man, he's
Darce.
creative with his attack.
There's a Darce. Nope, Japanese necktie.
Cool.
Caedmon showing a lot of intelligence there.
30 seconds left.
You're
Caedmon-
3-0, you can just basically lay down, right?
Yeah, it does have to deal with 20.
Went for the Imanari
But
roll.
he's kind of. It looks like he's kind of taken off at this point.
If you're Harlee, you still try to get one though, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, especially with your opponent, we'll say showboating a little bit. You don't want to let him just get away with that, we'll say. But looks like he's going to. 7 seconds left.
Harlee till the bell rings, going for it.
Yeah, great match between these two. A lot of skills and.
Man,
Yeah, that was
Caedmon
a lot of
taking a
fun.
deep breath.
Yeah, very tired. He had a lot of output. They both did.
That's a lot of output for 8 minutes.
Yeah, that's a long round. You got to think even the pro MMA rounds, they'll get tired, and they only have 5-minute rounds. These two were doing, we'll say, the most tiring part of it for 8 minutes. Very fun match.
All right, now we go to Mr. Bryce for the decision.
Winner, fighting out of the blue corner, Caedmon Fryar.